Hi. I'm going to ask you a question. Do you need to make more income from your therapy? If the answer is yes, then I'm talking to you. If the answer is no, it could be you're only just starting or you're doing very well. Well, if you're doing very well, you don't need to watch this. I'm not being sarcastic. But if you do need to make more money, or if you are just starting, it's you I'm talking to. Don't know your name, but I know you're watching. Most people come into this industry, hypnotherapy, or let's call them mind therapies or coaching, because they want to help the world. They want to give their knowledge, their feelings to the world and change it. And everybody in the world is their client, their customer. And that's the first biggest mistake, because not everyone is. To really make your mark, and we all want to make a mark in this world, you need to be different. People need to notice you. You go to something like, say, the Hypnotherapy Directory, or on the General Hypnotherapy Registers list of therapists, hypnotherapists. There's one after the other, 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 after the other. Loads of you. And you're all the same. You've got this great big long list of, I can do this, I can do that, I can do the other, I can do this and that, and this and that, and this and that. And the next person's got this and that, and this and that, and this and that. And the next person, who do you pick? And what happens is, it's usually, oh, they live down the road, I'll go there. So the thing that sells you is the fact that you're close. Whoa. Shouldn't it be something about you, not proximity, that decides? You need to differentiate yourself from other people. Now, how you do that, well, that's all talked about on the course. And a lot of people say, well, I don't want to niche. I don't want to be known for just one thing because I'll get next to nobody. The chances are that's what's happening already, because you're one of that huge block of people that are all identical. And if there's 100 people, you've only got a 1% chance of being picked. But if you stand out for one reason or another, all of a sudden, if you're the only one that stands out in that 100, a lot of people are going to see you and pick you. So should you niche? Should you differentiate yourself? Well, I can tell you how I differentiate myself. I differentiate and I niche. My niche is rapid techniques. I don't take weeks to sort you out, I take hours. That is it. How do I differentiate myself? Well, I've been around for a long time compared to most hypnotherapists. That's something different. And I run a teaching school. That's something different. So I've actually got 3 things that make me stand out from the crowd, which is another reason why I'm actually quite successful. But should you niche? Well, yes. Because everybody likes to see an expert. So let's say you decide that you're an expert on phobias. You're not just going to get people to see you about phobias. You'll still be able to advertise that you do the other stuff. But people like to see an expert. And let's think about it. You go to see your doctor, a GP, and they sort of say to you, you need to go and see an enterologist, or an oncologist, or a urologist. They send you to an IST, a special IST, because they don't have enough knowledge. But all of those people who are specialists, what do we assume? That if they're a specialist, they're good. And to get to be a specialist, you've got to have learned all the other stuff on the way. So you still know that as well. So by becoming the go-to person, the perceived expert for stress, or addictions, or anger, phobias, they assume that you're an expert, and if you're an expert, you must have got a knowledge to do all the other stuff. You actually magnetize people to you by being an expert. Now you need to know exactly how to do that, and of course that is all explained on the course. But think about it. If you appeal, if you're one of that block of 100 people all selling the same message, you've only got 1% chance of being picked. As soon as you stand out and you become an ist, a specialist, an expert, a go-to-see person, you've got a lot more than 1% chance of being seen. It's only 2 days, the course, part of your CPD, and at the end of those 2 days, you will feel very different, because I will help you individually. We only run a very small group on this. We never take more than about 10 people on this course. That gives us time to really work with each individual to find what really, because amongst all those therapies that you do, there'll be one that makes you, oh, I've got another one of those today. Oh, I've got another one of those today. Something that floats your boat. If it floats your boat and you enjoy it, that can become your specialism. Now, I've probably told you so much you don't need to come on the course. But you can think that. There's a lot more goes into it than what I've just said. Give us a call and I'll be happy to welcome you onto that course.